Hello and welcome to Undervisey. My name is Soham and today we are going to talk about Boruto episode 201. But before that, if you're new here, then please consider subscribing to the channel since I do weekly anime and manga related content along with a bunch of other stuff. With that being said, let's begin the video. Now overall this was a pretty fine and okayish episode in my opinion. I know that some people can say that this was kind of a boring episode because not really much happens here, but these kind of episodes are really important to build the overall narrative of the characters and the plot points. So keeping all of that in mind, I think that this was really well handled. Now the episode mostly begins with the interaction between Kurama as well as Kawaki, and here Kurama basically goes on to tell the entire story of Naruto to Kawaki and what all things happened to him in his childhood and how Kurama basically sees Naruto inside of Kawaki. Now if you're watching this particular video, then I already assume that you are familiar with the story of Naruto, so I don't really need to reiterate all of those things. The most important point here is that Suinkun makes an appearance once again in Boruto. It's almost a meme at this point, but yeah, it was fine nonetheless. And after this basically we get to see the training of Kawaki. Now in this episode there are a couple of changes from the manga. Some are good, some are quite questionable in my opinion, and I will go over them one by one. So the first difference which we can see here is that Chocho is replaced by Mitsuki here when Sada is talking about Nanadaime and how she's kind of jealous about Kawaki getting more attention from Naruto. It's not really a big deal in my opinion, and I'm glad that Mitsuki is getting more character development in the anime at the very least. Moreover, one welcome addition in my opinion here is that we get to see the backstory of Kawaki just a little more and how he was basically tortured at the hands of Jigen. I know that these stuff were present in the manga as well, but they were rather implied and not actually shown. But since the anime is actually showing them, I feel like this is going to be a much more impactful scenario when eventually this stuff happens in the future of the series. Moreover, here we get to see Kawaki's training where he learns to walk over the tree using the help of ninjutsu. Now here once again the plot point is brought about how Boruto and the newer generation is easily able to catch up on these things when Naruto and even Sasuke for that matter actually struggled a lot to learn these basic techniques. It basically shows the growth of the newer generation, and it's a concept which has been explored a lot in the anime where the newer generation is much more proficient than the older generation. This is not something new, and this is not something which we should actually hate for that matter because evolution is actually a real thing. But moving forward, I was kind of disappointed with one particular change, and no, this is not the Byakugo seal, I'm going to talk about it later on. But here we get to see the interaction between Sai and Shikamaru. Now the basic content of this is very similar to the manga as to how Shikamaru is still not sure about Kawaki and his true motives. That is fine by me, but after this, Sai tells to Shikamaru that they have learnt about a special coordinate, and even though this might actually be a trap, they can't really think about it much, and since this is something which only can be accessed via the space-time ninjutsu, so Sasuke has been sent by Sai to investigate upon this particular matter because they absolutely need to find evidences and clues against the Kara organization as well as the figure called Jigen himself. But unfortunately enough, I feel like the anime is once again doing discredit to Sai. His glamour and appeal is kind of being omitted by the anime almost all the time, and in the anime he's like this baby figure kind of a thing where his sarcastic edginess is kind of getting removed, because in the actual manga of this chapter he was kind of teasing Shikamaru around that you should not smoke in the public place where Shikamaru is trying to find a cigarette, and to this Shikamaru remarks that you always do something like this, basically implying the fact that Sai has a fun teasing aspect where he teases his friends. It's kind of like a edgy sarcastic meme, but I really like this particular interaction even though I'm not a fan of Sai's design in the manga. So I was kind of expecting to see something like that in the anime, but apparently it was totally removed. And Sai is a much more two-dimensional figure in the anime, something which I really find weird because he's a very special character in my opinion, especially considering Naruto Shippuden. I know a lot of people are going to disagree with me over this one, but I really liked his backstory overall, about how he was involved with Anbu and all the other things. But the biggest change from the manga happens here after Kawaki's training is over and all of them are basically heading home. Here both Boruto as well as Kawaki exclaim the fact that their overall condition is improving and they are not feeling any more pain because of the karma mark, and it is theorized by Mitsuki and all the others here that basically the ninjutsu training is helping them to control or gain mastery over the karma mark in a way. Now here at this particular point in the manga, Sada actually brought about a very interesting point which a lot of us back in the day thought about a lot. There were numerous theories about this particular thing, but the anime decided to totally omit this in this particular episode. Here basically in the manga, and I'm not going to give you all any major manga spoilers in this particular chapter, don't worry about it, but let me just talk about this briefly here, and in a separate video I'm going to tackle this entire situation where I'm going to get into the manga spoiler territory. So here basically in the manga, Sada talks about the Byakugo seal which her mother has and how it is kind of similar to the Karma mark as well. Naruto initially refuted it by saying that how this is also present on the forehead of Tsunade, but to this Mitsuki says something which is very interesting, and I'm going to talk about it later on in a separate video, so stay tuned for that as well. If anything, this is my major complaint from this episode as to why this was removed, and I'm not saying that this is 100% removed. Now there's a chance that in some future episode this is going to be referenced, but this was the proper opportunity to talk about it, and I'm kind of surprised that the anime totally glanced over it. Once again, I'm going to talk about it in depth in a separate video, so stay tuned for that as well. And towards the end, the interaction between Boruto and Kawaki is really wholesome, and how Boruto exclaims to Kawaki that he's not alone anymore. They are going to take down Jigen by combining their strength together. And at the back, Naruto is just smiling like the proud dad he is. All of this really takes me back to the time skip scene, and I'm just constantly thinking that why, what happened, what actually happened that made Kawaki or compelled Kawaki to turn his back against Konoha. I really want to know what exactly was going on at that particular moment. And after this, we also get to see the continuation of Sada's Chidori training. Now this was a little weird in my opinion, because this really reminded me of Naruto training with himself in order to overcome the Jinchuriki powers. Remember back in the day when he was training with Yamato. So this was a little weird to see here, but I guess it's alright because Sada is just training to improve the power of her Chidori. Moreover, another separate anime-only addition is in relation to Boro's religious cult, and I'm really happy to see the manga delving into all of these things. And lastly, the episode ends when Sasuke arrives in the dimension of the Otsutsuki clan members. Now, I'm kind of a little disappointed with the anime adaptation for this particular thing. This silver coloring is not something which I had actually expected. I don't know if this is because of the animation of the coloring, but it looks like a basic steel structure, not something alien-like. But then again, I'm going to reserve my judgment for this when it properly appears in the future episodes. So this was Boruto episode 201. What do you guys think about all of these things? Please do let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. So that's it for today guys, thank you so much for watching. Please give this video a thumbs up if you like it, share it with your friends and subscribe to the channel for more. Also, please do join the channel membership for some very cool perks and features. And finally, please do join our Discord server as well. We have a lot of discussions in relation to anime, manga and more. With that being said guys, this is WonderYC and I'll see you soon on the next one.